the fuck is up, Greasy Nation? Welcome to
Yeah,
episode
well,
14 of the shit show. The 14th consecutive shit show. That's a lie. They're not even consecutive. We've slipped up a
we
couple
missed a
times.
week, maybe
We're
even two.
Yeah, we did miss 2 weeks. You're trying to gaslight me on
Damn.
that. You're like, we didn't miss a week. We didn't miss a week. I'm like, nah, bro, we did.
I don't
it
know
was
what's
like
going
it was
on
like the
because I
second week
just woke
too.
up.
Dude, yeah, it's a nice late Friday night for me right now, and it's a very early
It's a
Saturday
Saturday
morning.
morning for me,
Friggin'
and I
time
have no
zones.
idea what's going on today because this fucker, this greasy ass fucker, just told me, okay, we're doing pod today, fuck you.
Yep, that's exactly what I said. Exact words. I'm a mean bastard.
At gunpoint as well. He's putting a fucking gun next to my head.
I was like, hey, get the fuck on here and do the thing where we fucking talk about shit and just put it out onto the airwaves that is the internet. Why? Because I felt like it one day, and now we're on episode 14. So, what the? I didn't mean to get so real there, but I did. Uh,
But yeah, we're back up with the 14th episode, and we have no notes because Dan says, fuck you, we're doing this shit scuffed.
I fucking lied. I have fucking notes.
You fucker, I have autism. I cannot tell if there was a joke or not, you dickhead.
Oh fuck.
I will have you lynched.
That's dude. Jokes on you. I'm into that shit.
Okay, never mind. Something worse then.
Oh man. Okay, so we many times, more than once, have talked about Valve games on the show here, and
Hmm.
I want to ask the question: what is the best Valve game of them all? What is their hottest fucking
Ooh.
banger, dude?
I'm still in like sort of in the middle of the Half-Life Alex like playthrough, so I would have to play that to also figure it out. I could definitely see if some people would say Half-Life Alex because VR and it's actually pretty fucking sick and fun.
Uh,
But if we're not counting Alex, if we're counting actual games, uh, I kind of want to say like not Counter-Strike because it was kind of like first made as a mod sort of thing. So
yeah.
and it's a mod, remind you, technically.
Well, that's how it started. I mean,
Yeah, it started.
since I think even the first Counter Strike had an official release eventually, and then from Source onwards, it was like an official
I
Valve
think it
game.
was even from like Condition Zero, something like that.
And you know what's funny? I would almost say for this question, I would say Half Life Two because like all Source games basically run off even
That
some
engine.
even if it's somewhat modified, literally like an HL2.exe. It's the basis of it all,
Yeah,
technically. But then you think about like if you actually go back, Counter Strike Source and Half Life Two were being worked on at the same time, and
were they?
Half Life Two needed a little more time, but Counter Strike Source was done, so they dropped it. I think it was only a few weeks, couple months, like not an overly long span of time,
Really?
but Counter Strike Source actually did come first release wise. So my whole theory of
Wait,
like
November
every Source
1st.
game is Half-Life 2. Well, no, Counter-Strike Source came first. So is every Source
Yeah, but
game
you're
actually
you're right. What the
Counter-Strike?
fuck? Half-Life 2 released 15 days after CS Source.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know about that. What the hell? Huh. Didn't know that.
But despite crazy conspiracy theories, I would want to say either CS:GO or Half-Life 2, cuz CS:GO is just, oh my god, for how fucking imperfect it is. It's imperfectly perfect. But like Half-Life 2 surprised me. Like the I really enjoyed the shit out of that game. I went into Half-Life 2 thinking like, "Oh, okay, like shooty gun game. Woo, let's go." And I had played a lot of Gary's mod before that, so it's when you play a lot of Gary's mod and then play Half-Life 2, you kind of go into it like, "Oh, bro, it's just fucking Gmod but in its original form. This is weird." But by the time I was actually done with it, and I actually haven't finished, I finished episode 1, but not episode 2. So I technically
Mm.
haven't played all of Half-Life 2. But just like the base original Half-Life 2 start to finish, I fucking love it. It was an amazing time. And it's definitely on my list to play again really soon cuz I
It's it's a solid contender, Half-Life 2 is. But now that you like asked the question, just kind of wonder most of these games are definitely like solid, non pun intended. Um, they're like definitely like very solid games that they hold up. But would they be like amazing, like something you'd call one of the best games of all time? I would definitely. It's definitely a thing for influential games, but
yeah.
playing it back, I don't see, you know, like, oh, this is one of the best games ever. Like
I think
even as
Half-Life
a
2
Valve
is.
game,
I think Half-Life 2
I
is. I have Half-Life 2 up there with the likes of
um
like GTA 4 and all my other favorites that I nerd out about. It's just up there with like, oh, that is literally one of the fucking best. Like, good game.
I think for its time, I think Half-Life 1 would be like more of the more influential ones, if not the most, well, one of the
Influential
most
wise, I mean, yeah, because like
the way that they
that's
did
where it
with
all
the
started.
first
I mean,
person
like there's no
shooter.
Half-Life 2 without Half-Life 1, right? So that's a
Mm.
fair answer as far as influential. Between the two games, like just like how it is as a game as an experience, I definitely prefer Half-Life 2. I'm playing Half-Life technically on stream at the moment. It's in rotation, but it is way on the back burner because I'm at the end stretch of the game now, which is just really difficult and weird in my opinion, and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm not excited for that actually." This is going to be really hard and I'm going to rage a lot.
So like what I'm also trying to say is that you know how Valve doesn't really make a lot of games, but when they actually do make games, a lot of them like hit really hard in
Yeah.
terms of, I guess, revolutionizing. Like take Half-Life Alex, the VR game, right? I don't know because I didn't have a VR fucking VR goggles prior, and didn't really know. But as far as I know, there really wasn't like a very good first-person shooter with a story, you know. And Half-Life Alex just did that, and as far as I heard, it landed awesomely. I'm definitely enjoying it whenever I do. You know, my brother actually takes up the Valve Index. It definitely does hit hard. But to answer your question, best Half-Life, the best Valve game, uh,
Don't say it.
I don't know. I genuinely cannot decide. I haven't played CS Source, so I cannot have a word on that. Part of me like wanna say
CS Source,
CS:GO.
I bought it and I played it. Like I hopped onto some community servers and I played it a little bit, and I refunded it.
You know, I think a lot of people just have CS Source just to play it with Gmod. That's about it, because a lot
You
of
can scum the
textures are.
textures off the internet. You don't need to actually buy and install the game. You can scum the textures
Well,
off the internet
yeah,
with
well, you
one
know,
Google search.
yeah, but if you already have it, then fucking
I mean, if you already
just
have it,
install it.
great, but don't pay money for Counter Strike Source. You know what? I might have an interest in the game if there was like matchmaking, but it's community servers and there's not necessarily like a community server competitive scene that I could find.
Yeah,
It was all like deathmatch basically. Like no traditional CS:GO like 5 on 5, right?
back in the day, I believe there probably was like sort of a competitive
Oh,
scene,
for
at least on like
sure.
community side. But
There
CS:GO made it
probably
so
still
so
is
so much
now.
easier.
There probably still is now, but you probably have to like know people, and
Go out of
I'm
your way to find it.
yeah, and I'm horrible at making friends, so
So, see, like part of me like CS:GO, the other does not, and I think some of that like disdain for CS:GO just I guess comes from like the skins as a whole, and also awful matchmaking.
I
Part of me is like saying, oh, this game is just a virtual casino with a shooter.
yeah.
In some ways,
That's
it kind
valid.
of is.
That's valid. That's definitely a valid take. For me, CS:GO, as far as like whether I love it or hate it or which is more like it's up there. There's a very special place. And I think only two games are properly there. MGS2, cause I speedrun that shit, and CS:GO.
Of
Like I
course.
fucking hate it. Like sometimes I am miserable playing those two games. Like I don't
Same.
do long matches in Counter Strike anymore. We always queue short matches now because like playing a full 30 rounds, like, and there's lots of blatant fucking cheaters on CS:GO still, which I hope is better not fucking be a problem on CS2. Please, for the love of God. I don't care. Put fucking malware on my computer. People are like, oh, anti-cheat is fucking malware. I don't care. I don't want cheaters, bro. So like sometimes it's genuinely a really frustrating and kind of shitty experience. Same with speedrunning, but at the same like on the same end, like I love playing. You
I get
hold
you.
out, you hold out through the shitty matches or the shitty runs, and then you hit a
Like
good one.
CS:GO is a type of game where you can just jump in and start shooting and enjoy yourself, or absolutely hate yourself.
You know what? That's the other
Uh,
thing I like about CS:GO. Easy to pick up. You know what? I guess it is fairly easy to pick up as like a first timer, haven't played before. I don't know. Maybe watch some YouTube videos so you can fully grasp how fucking weird this game is, and but like it's also easy to pick up in the sense of like, uh, Zex messages me, "Yo, CS:GO," and I'm like, "Yeah," and we're on that bitch in 10 minutes, and we play some matches. Usually the queue times aren't too horrible. Maybe like 2 to 3 minutes
they're
sometimes.
not. They're not really. Unless you queue at some god awful time and on fucking office or something.
A lot of game, and I think a lot of newer games are like this. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool to have like this big awesome like cinematic experience, this game that you're like just gonna sit down and sink your teeth into, and there's just so much to digest. um
Hmm.
and like, again, Kojima enjoyers, any well done cinematic game, I'm sitting there with my fucking popcorn, right? But not always, not 100% of the time. Like, especially as I becoming adult and I just have like no time. If it's like, oh yeah, check out this thing, but it's gonna take you like 8 hours, like, probably won't get to that one, Chief.
I think Half-Life 1 is the best Valve game. Is that a hot take?
No, I don't think no.
Maybe if not hot, then just maybe a touch of warm.
Personally, um, I I feel like I have a
Like
love.
all of
I
them.
dude, like, I I have such a level of just critique that I go through in my brain while playing a video game, while ingesting a lot of media. Even like I have a love hate relationship with every game. And sometimes it's more love, and sometimes it's more hate. And like Half Life One is cool, but personally, for me, at the same time,
My,
I can't explain it, bro.
I don't
I
know. For
actually don't know
me,
how
I
to
I,
put it
I
into words.
like like I don't know, the more unique guns to it, that's definitely one part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
The more, how involved this whole Zen thing is with the
yeah.
whole resonance cascade and everything. Um, there are also no like very slow set pieces where in Half-Life 2 there's a lot of like waiting around. Okay, at the start of Half-Life 1 you do wait a ton, but once the game does get going, it doesn't like stop for the most part as far as I remember. So that's definitely that. Though I probably like shouldn't like judge a game based on glitches like video game bugs, but Half-Life and Half-Life 2 with the whole bunny hopping glitches also like amazing, especially Half-Life 2's accelerated back hopping, amazing.
Yeah.
It's just fun to go like on those coastal levels where there's a lot of open space and just go zoom in.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure it's very fun to perform and it's fun to watch. I mean, I try and do like little half-ass B hops when I'm playing CS:GO, and when I actually hit a hop that's like nice, smooth or whatever, I'm like, "Ooh, I just get that serotonin, man."
Oh hell yeah. I have some videos saved with
And
like B
dude,
hops.
a lot of people do backwards b hops in CS:GO too. It's not like insanely common, but you'll just come across that one player who's either a giga sweat or scripting. Both are possible. And I'll see a backwards b hop hit in competitive CS:GO, and I nut. I do.
Hmm.
I achieve orgasm watching these random fellows hit a backwards b hop in competitive CS:GO matchmaking.
CS:GO's B hops are very much tighter to pull off than it is to pull off in
Oh,
Half-Life.
absolutely. Yes, it's very restricted, which is good because otherwise it'd just be a fucking
Yeah,
nightmare.
like how you probably seen like the whole CS:GO's video with that one fucking song Ocean's 12, I think.
uh,
You don't know.
I've seen Ocean's
Hold on.
11, but
Too much for
I
this
no, I did
video.
watch Ocean's 12 twice
No,
actually, and both
no, no,
times I
this
only got to the
video.
same part halfway through.
Like you can just skip a little bit, but this is what I mean. Like the B hops in uh CS stores were like fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, dude, they were fucking stupid, man. Yeah, and actually CS2, I've heard that they are big time nerfing movement because they want to move towards the game being more tactical instead of kids running and jumping everywhere, which is exactly how I play. And I actually like that. I like that they are like, okay, no, no, no more of this autistically bunny hopping. Enough of your b hops, you bastards. You're gonna have to enter like 47 commands to surf on CS2. Get your movement back to where it should be. I couldn't. Have you ever surfed before? Counter Strike surfing?
Uh, I did a little bit. It's fun, but I don't think it's like for me.
I suck. I would love, dude, if I could surf, I probably would spend a decent amount of time surfing. I can't fucking surf. I'm actually just that terrible at
You
it.
you wanna record that sick background footage? I see, I see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, bro. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna start. No, I'm gonna start doing Leafy is here commentaries. Seriously.
Not even Leafy, like a lot of videos, especially those fucking YouTube shorts. I fucking hate those that have the content you're supposed to be, listening to or watching, and there's some other fucking video, like fucking Family Guy or some other thing.
Oh my
Uh,
god, I know. Yeah.
I hate it with all my being.
Yeah, seriously. It's like straight like serotonin junkies, bro. Like chill the fuck out, seriously. Nah, but dude, I remember there was this YouTuber I used to watch. I won't even name drop him, cause I don't want to be mean. But and like it was like around the time of Leafy, and it was just like CS:GO surf footage, usually, telling these like crazy stories. And I checked his channel. Uh, it was probably like months ago now, but it was somewhat recently, and maybe I like saw one of his videos on my feed or I just remembered and I was just curious and I looked up this guy's channel and he's still like making the same kind of commentary, telling these like crazy like wild like stories to do with like drugs and girls and parties, like all this crazy shit. And I'm like sitting here and I'm like, there's no fucking way that much crazy shit has happened in your life that you can make actual years of videos of just the exact same type of like wild
Hmm?
once in a lifetime stories. I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it. But I don't even care. I can appreciate the grind. It's cool like YouTubers that you watched as like a kid or whatever to see them still doing their thing, cuz a lot of them went down, and a lot of them should have went down cuz they you know did war crimes, actual war crimes.
By the way, check CS:GO. Maybe you have received an invitation to
No,
CS2.
no chance.
No, there's another wave of CS2 invites.
No.
No, there is
Valve
some.
has a blacklist of people who can't get a CS2 invite, and I am on there. I guarantee it.
Source? Source?
What?
What's your source?
What's my source? Of what?
Why on the blacklist?
I just know. I
Blacklist
just.
reminded me of fucking Need for Speed Most Wanted.
What the? Oh my god, man.
Dance on the block. Um, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I
Me
just
too.
forgot now. Jesus.
Well,
Oh,
I
right.
I have an
Minecraft.
excuse.
Minecraft.
I smoked 2 bowls before we did this. Oh, I don't. Okay, okay, okay. Tell us about Minecraft. I don't.
Yeah,
I already know what's in the
1.20.
update. I'm not gonna get spoilers. I already know what's in the fucking update.
I don't know what's in the update other than a few funny blocks and maybe a mob and Sakura fucking cherry blossom thingy biome. I don't fucking know. That's
Did
about it.
you
But
do
are you
any
excited for it?
archaeology? Yeah, I might be doing that tomorrow. Actually, I meant to look up if
I already
Optifine is a
started
thing.
to streams on it. Just for your information, there isn't an official release of Optifine, but there is a pre-release version of Optifine, and the game
Cool.
still runs like shit.
You know what? It'll probably still run better than vanilla.
Hmm.
Fucking vanilla Minecraft, bro.
Well, they also updated the icon on your
What?
screen for the Minecraft launcher. It's not like the grass block, it's not the creeper phase. So that's cool as hell.
Whoa, that actually is fucking sick. I dig that change. I do.
So 1.20 is out. I started a few streams and I'm having fun because it's just still Minecraft. I have yet to see anything 1.20. So literally doesn't make a difference for me at the moment.
Yeah. Oh boy, new Minecraft update. Literally 98% the same game.
Yeah, pretty much. Not even kidding. Not even fucking
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. That's just the truth, unfortunately.
It's been years and those Mojang motherfuckers didn't do shit. Could have at least spent a year optimizing the game, making it use more than one core on your CPU.
Yeah,
No, they
exactly.
will make one mob a year.
Optifine um needs to die, and whoever works on Optifine needs to be able to go on to other projects. I say this because Mojang needs to step in and, as you just said, optimize their own fucking game, dude.
At least as far as I remember, there's a video saying that uh, whenever you have something loading in, like in a chunk, like 16 chunks away, when you have, 16 chunks in your render instance, that is rendered like 100% of its quality. Like, there's no LOD So the further something is away, the worse quality it is. For something like that, everything is loaded in 100% of their quality, even if you literally cannot see it. So that's also one of the reasons why the game runs like shit, and also
Yeah.
definitely because the y-axis is like doubled
Yeah, exactly.
or
And it just
tripled. I don't know.
again, the term is culling, and where culling like went started to go ham was with the original Crash Bandicoot, and they probably used the same strategies on the two subsequent games. You know, the PS1 was just a little PS1. It could do some stuff, but it couldn't necessarily do a lot. So like, especially since games of that era had a fixed camera, they could really go ham with like every polygon. So like you're standing in this one spot and you can't see these polygons that are behind this pillar, so they're not loaded in. And then you take that one step, and then you can see past the pillar, and those polygons are just like, oh, we're here now. Like
Yeah.
they had to go above and beyond to like optimize the game fully so that it could properly fucking run on the PlayStation 1. And then again, here's Mojang like, "Oh, Minecraft doesn't run well? Download that mod or get a better computer." Like, what?
Literally,
What?
I literally wouldn't mind if they just implemented Optifine into the game.
Yeah,
I
guys,
think no, I think they would. That would be actually amazing.
we can't add our 3 new blocks this year because we've been working on optimizations for the game. Sorry. No one would be mad. No one would be
I
mad.
think everyone would be happy.
Yeah.
I think most people that aren't like little kids that I literally cannot tell the difference what's going on in their game, and people who care about actually playing the game without having a headache from all the lag spikes. I think everyone would fucking rejoice that the game wouldn't run god awful garbage.
Yeah, it's frustrating. The reason it's so frustrating is it's Minecraft. It's block game with what, like 16 by 16 textures on vanilla, and fucking cubes everywhere. Like it should easily be run on like even a low end PC. You should be able to run Minecraft on your fucking laptop without breaking a sweat, honestly.
Well, it did run.
Well, yeah,
That's the
exactly.
key
Back
point.
in the
It did.
day. Yeah, back in the
It
day.
did. Now it doesn't.
Right, they upgraded their game, but they didn't take the necessary steps to make sure performance didn't tank. Because, you take your simple little. Well, because, yeah, especially Minecraft back in the day was even more so just a fucking silly little block game. But they actually have turned it into a lot more than just a silly little block game. Minecraft actually has a lot of
A
fucking depth
shitty running
these
silly
days.
block game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and exactly. They've made the upgrades to the game. They've doubled the size of the game world. They've added all this crazy fucking new shit to actually give you something to do in the game, but they haven't done the necessary optimizations to like I have a pretty decent PC, and I was so clueless when I went into it. I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, Minecraft. Cool, let's go." Like no inkling in my mind of this is gonna run like shit. And literally, as soon as I like hit create new world, my PC fan just went fucking started fucking going to town. I'm like, no, dude, it's gonna
Jet
explode.
engine.
Dude, my fucking I just hear bomb has been planted.
Bomb
It's my
husband.
fucking PC. Gonna blow up. Fucking block game. Fucking block game. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's a block game, dude. It actually drives me mad the more I think about it. But hey, speaking of terribly performing games, the next thing I have
Hmm.
for us here is, well, is a fear of mine, because we got a recent announcement, us Metal Gear fans. It's got everybody a little excited. We're getting a whole
Hmm.
ass new game. and
What do you mean?
ports.
There is new game. There is only remake.
Well, okay, yeah, it's a remake, but it's a ground
With the
up
same
remake.
voice acting.
But it's a ground up remake, so it is objectively a whole new game.
Are the voices from ground up?
It's based off of, well, yes, they're gonna re-record. There's no, you're actually
No, they don't re-record. They will use original voice lines.
no shot.
It
No,
was.
they will not.
They confirmed it. They confirmed
No,
it.
no, 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 no.
They
Really?
confirmed.
You're lying.
Yes.
What?
Literally.
They're gonna use the 2004 recordings?
Yes. It was literally confirmed.
That's
Metal Gear
not
Solid
that
Delta.
insane, but it's still a little insane. What?
Literally the same voice.
Okay. So other than the audio files for the fucking voice lines, it is being built from the ground up. I don't know. Maybe they'll reuse some more shit. I don't know. That's actually so wild to me. What the hell?
It'd be like that, huh?
Anyway, with this remake that's using voice lines that were recorded more than 10 years ago, do they even have the original masters of those anymore? Jesus. Um we're also getting ports finally. Thank God. Ports. Are they going to be terrible though? Because we've seen many bad remasters before, and we've seen bad Metal Gear Solid remasters before. It's ironic
They
how
weren't horrible.
no, oh
I
my
don't think
god.
remasters were.
Dude, if we're talking about the PS3 HD editions, those are fucking abysmal. Okay, you know what?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. When I played the HD port on PS3, I never had a problem. Of course,
Are you
like the
talking
whole
hardware or emulator? You're talking hardware, right?
Okay,
Go
even
back
if
and
we're
play
talking.
it again. Go back and play it again now. You will fucking see it. MGS2 is like, I swear MGS2 is actually 90% playable. There's a couple parts where the lag is really, really, really noticeable, but it's really not that god awful. Metal Gear Solid 3, however, has frequent lag in particular parts, sometimes for no reason, and during cutscenes. That is disgusting to me. I can't accept that. The final
I
boss too. It
don't
ruins the
recall.
final boss. The final boss fight with the boss runs at like 12 FPS on the PS3. Also, I want to note that I have a PS3 Super Slim. They had the fat PS3 and then they came out with the Slim. They had the Super Slim. I have no idea if me having the Super Slim version would make my performance worse.
Mm,
I,
no
I,
clue.
yeah, I have no idea if that's a possibility or not. So, if there happens to be someone listening who is smarter than me on that can elaborate in the comments, I would actually love you. But yeah, I don't know, man. And those are the only like really horribly abysmal remasters I've played for myself, but a lot of other of those remasters in the PS3 era, people have been like, yeah, it's kind of shit for some reason, which is weird.
I
Oh right,
personally don't think I've seen like actual problems. Or I mean, I could be wrong because it's been years since I've
yeah,
played
exactly.
on
I
the
I played
PS3.
I played the PS3 port of MGS3. Um, Probably like a year ago now, but still, like the nostalgia goggles came all
The
the way
PlayStation
off.
3, 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, but But yeah, what I was gonna say is it's kind of funny to me how when the which was it the eighth or the ninth generation PS3 and Xbox 360? I can't remember which.
No idea.
Anyway, the PS3 Xbox 360 generation saw Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 ported to the newest console generation, and this
Mm.
PlayStation series was now seeing a little more ground. on Xbox. Substance, Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance was on Xbox in the previous generation. But really, other than that, a like Sony exclusive series. And then it comes out for the next generation and it runs better on Microsoft's shit than Sony's shit. Like the Xbox HD editions are chef's kiss. That's all the rage. That's all the rage. If you're playing the HD edition on Xbox, you're fine. You get that shit going on a PlayStation? Yikes. Look out. Dampens the experience. And it's funny, you don't notice when you're a kid because most of my MGS3ing as a child was
MGS3.
I played a fair bit on the PS2 of like the original Snake Eater, so I had fucking Snake Eater camera the whole time. Then the HD ports came out, and I played a lot more MGS3 once I had the HD port. And yeah, dude, straight up, as a kid, I didn't fucking notice the lag. Didn't bother me. There was maybe a stray thought was like, why does the game seem slower here? But now that I'm older and cynical and really critical of all the media I consume, the FPS drops to 29, and I'm like, oh,
I
what
definitely
the
do
fuck,
remember
bro?
like a few parts. Definitely when you're shooting a lot of like rockets into one place with like vamp. That
Yeah,
is definitely one place. Or like when you're going back and there's a lot of like the lies or like the bugs, and you just like cartwheel into them, and the game goes 10 FPS.
yeah.
Those, yeah, but like genuinely when playing the actual game, and even in cutscenes, that's what I remember, it didn't lag as far as I know.
Um, yeah.
But in
MGS.
terms of, but in terms of like remakes, at least on the PC port for Metal Gear Solid Delta, I'm having like good thoughts about it, like in good um in good hope, I guess. Because when Metal Gear Solid 5 was out, this fucking thing ran amazingly from the launch, as far as I know, and that was even on my old ass PC that cannot fucking play Overwatch at 720p at 50 resolution scale, making me play effectively 360p at 60. That's how bad my PC was, man. And
Relatable.
Metal Gear Solid 5 ran fucking like butter. Of course, I had to like tweak maybe a few things, but the Fox engine, it's amazing.
Okay, so I've decided something right here, right now. You're totally right.
What?
The MGS2 PS3 port is 95% playable. I mean, Harrier fight is a little it like right, and then vamp, and then if you happen to knock over a bunch of enemies at the same time, that type of shit will make the FPS get a little jittery. If you want to speed run MGS2, stay away from the PS3 port. But if you want to play casually, it'll probably do. You'll be okay. You'll live. Um, but nah, the MGS3 PS3 port, I wouldn't be nearly as mad, but the cutscenes lagging because Kojima was always more of a film guy. When you're playing Metal Gear Solid, when you're ingesting the gameplay, I don't think you're getting nearly as much Kojima love there. I think all his love for the project definitely is poured into the cinematic bits, the story, the world building,
Hmm.
the cinematics. I mean the camera shots that they're pulling off in these in this 3D virtual space. Like so so when the cutscene experience when the cinematic experience is dampened by the lag, I'm like, unacceptable. Gameplay lag
Mm.
is like it's okay, it's fucking annoying, but it's like all right. But when you dampen, especially MGS3 in particular, is is a cinematic masterpiece alongside being a pretty fucking good game. I gotta get an Xbox One so that I can have the good HD editions.
Just
And
emulate them, lol. Actually, though, it's I think it's very easy to emulate them now than it is nowadays. Than it is nowadays. What the fuck am I speaking?
Yeah.
Than it is to emulate them
Okay.
back a few years.
Feds
Metal
might
Gear
kick
Solid
down my
4 is
door.
still awful to emulate, but HD Collection, I think it's easy.
Feds might kick down my door here, but I'm curious. Um, if you wish to download old games off the internet, um, anything PS2 era backwards, yeah, you can rip that off the internet, no fucking problem. Do a little Google search, my man. Um, but like PS3 ROMs, are those like super easy to just yoink, or am I actually just better off trying to like rip my own files off my discs?
Uh, I mean, if you wanna be, one of those people with their stick up their ass saying, "Oh, you cannot download. That's piracy. You gotta dump your own ROMs."
Not me. Not me. It I think piracy is completely ethical for two things. Two things. Abandonware is a fucking no-brainer. Yeah, go download that shit. And if you own a physical copy of the game, even more so.
Like, hold on, let me tell you.
Like I run Metal Gear Solid 2 on a pirated copy, and I used to run on emulator on a pirated copy, but I own 4, maybe even 5 copies of Metal Gear Solid 2. So right? Like the fact that like, ooh, but I pirated it. A, it's a 2001 game, and B, I own it like 7 fucking times. So I'm really not that worried about it.
You were saying about if it's easy to rip PS3 ROMs. Uh, I have a particular website I go to whenever I need to, um, of course,
Don't name drop
download
it. Don't name drop it.
legally.
Don't. I know no one watches this fucking show, but don't name drop it just in case.
Yeah, I'll let you know on DMs, but there's a particular website I go to when I need to download. Actually, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck Adobe. I'm not gonna pay whatever the fuck they want for a program, so I'm gonna
Valid.
pirate them. That is morally ethic, as far as I know, and as far as I'm considering. So fuck you. Um, so even for programs or games, that website is okay.
Yeah. Don't, don't. Do piracy, kids. It's
Yeah, no, no, no.
bad.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Do it. Do piracy. Do crime. Fuck them. Sick 'em. Fucking a lot of games that you probably pirate, they don't even make money. Especially Nintendo. That is even morally ethic to pirate them. Fuck them.
Old games. You have two options with old games, pretty much.
Watch this video get fucking taken down, and there is a Japanese lawyer knocking on our doors.
Oh fuck. I'll box them. Nah, man. I mean, like, anything with old games, you have two options basically. Uh, Pirate it, quote unquote. The only other option is to buy used. These games are not being produced anymore. And I
Mm.
mean, you could argue if there's like a remastered edition on modern consoles for sale, well, no, you can go buy it here. Well, what if you don't have a fucking Nintendo Switch to go to their super limited classics library that, as far as I know, maybe it does now, but I checked a few years ago because I was really thinking about buying a Switch, and I wanted to know if I could play Earthbound on it, and it was like, no, the Switch does not have a port of Earthbound. And it's like, well, why the fuck not? Like, Jesus. Well, then I'll just go fucking pirate it. And again, it was made in the fucking 90s. Like, there's no official way for me to buy it. And if I buy it used from a seller, none of that money I give the seller, that's just going to the guy. That's not going to Nintendo. So you know what they should do? Nintendo should host their own ROM service, and dude, charge like, I don't know, even charge like $5. It's $5, and then here you go. Here's this ROM, and you can go put it in your emulator, right? This is a money
Hmm.
making opportunity, and they're just like, no, we're just gonna throw lawyers at everybody. Fuck you, bro. So,
So you've got a way to fall.
shit, dude, I can't
Um,
wait. I can't wait to
have we
play
got
MGS three again.
anything else we can talk about, or are we gonna go into the recent Ws?
Hang on. No, okay. So in
What is it then?
don't laugh at me. All right. I know I'm incoherent as fuck. I'm just rolling with it. It's cool. Um, in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, you use a lot of weaponry. It's actually, I think, every Metal Gear game, it's essential that you use weaponry at some point to even complete the game.
Oh.
Which piece of
Huh.
Metal Gear Solid weaponry is the best?
Um, a lot of topic, but I just realized. I just realized that Metal Gear Solid 4 is like the only like Metal Gear game where you don't really use a rocket launcher, do you?
You kidding me?
Well, do you use rocket launchers? I mean,
Yeah.
is it necessary? Like, is it actually useful? Was there any set piece where a rocket launcher was necessary or useful?
Wait. No. Wait. Oh my God.
Think about it. I just realized that. I just
Can
realized
you
that.
beat Metal Gear Solid 4 without a rocket launcher?
I don't
Hold
I
on. I'll
don't
be right
remember
back.
using a rocket launcher.
I'll be right back. I'll be back in 9 hours when I fucking finish Metal Gear Solid 4 without a rocket launcher. I think you're fucking right. I don't think you're
Cause like
required. Even in Metal Gear
I
Solid 3, you have to use the RPG to fight the Shagohod, right? But
yeah.
it's actually,
I
I
mean
no, because like when you're fighting the Gecko, rocket launchers are kind of shit against Gecko anyway, and then when you have that Gecko fight in Act 4, obviously you use the railgun you just picked up.
the railgun, and there's also like the sniper rifle. I think it's like anti-material or something. The big fucking sniper rifle that does like half their health in
Yeah.
one shot to their head.
Damn.
But best weaponry? Hmm. I mean, there isn't like all of those guns are like based on real world ones, except the rail guns or something like that. At least I don't think railgun is a very realistic weapon. I
And then
don't remember. I don't know.
MGS5, once we hit MGS5, we did go the fictional weapon route, which I don't like. I like it better when my video game weaponry is based off real weaponry. Like I don't know if this is the reason, but like, oh, we're going to stop using real world guns in our video games to prevent shootings. That's not how that works. That's not. I guarantee you that stopped zero. That stopped -1 shootings. I guarantee you, dude. That's actually, I forgot about that. That is a gripe that I have at some point. I don't even know exactly when, but especially like more popular shooters really skewed. Oh, we're just gonna make up fake guns. Like, no, that's less. That's
Um,
objectively less cool.
I guess it's probably like an obvious sort of like contender, and that is the M1911. A no, 1911, right? The pistol
Oh,
from
I don't have the
August 3.
quote memorized, but
1911 A1, right? Right? I think it's called.
the Colt M 1911A1. That is it. Yeah. Don't have to
Yes,
pay for
the
that anymore.
M1911A1. Okay, I remember that right. Woohoo!
Incredible.
Yeah, because of that meme, fucking
45, huh?
big Naked Snake being fucking autistic as fuck over a gun. Oh my god, I love him so much.
Yeah, that's literally one of my favorite scenes in that game where he is just fucking
Gungasm.
juicing over this gun, dude.
This is proof Naked Snake is autistic. You cannot tell me otherwise. He is actually autistic.
Oh, yeah, bro.
You know how autists have a special interest? This is the special interest.
Dude, I'd be willing to bet um like naked he's just such a wholesome boy, of course, until he becomes the world ender. But after the events of MGS3, Snake and Eva spend that night together before she takes off and leaves the recording. I don't think he
Mm.
sma- I don't think he hit. I don't think he hit.
He doesn't know what sex is. Obviously, he
Exactly.
didn't.
Exactly. Like Eva's like laying there waiting to get it, and he's like, "All right, well I'm gonna hit the hay." And she's like, "Bro, what the fuck? Y'all get that game? That's canon. I guarantee it's canon. Big Boss did not hit that night, because after the events of MGS3, he became cold, stone cold, fucking warlord. But that took a little time. That was like the next night after Operation Snake Eater. So he was still in the process of losing that soft, wholesome boy that he once was. The tism was still there, and he was like, I don't know what a sex is, but I get by the 70s, I guarantee you, Big Boss was fucking mad bitches and the homies. Because we've established that Solid Snake is bisexual.
Yeah, that is canon.
Yeah,
He loves Haruka. I mean, he literally calls his partner. I mean,
and
pretty
and
a fucking obvious clue there.
and I'd be willing to bet Big Boss too. Actually, I wonder. I wonder is Big Boss just straight up gay? No, he's gotta be bi. Well, cause I mean, there's the extra ops missions in Peace Walker where you can get frisky with the characters, but it's like, whoa, easy guys, not canon. And it's like, well,
what?
why not, dude?
I don't know. Maybe gives me like pansexual vibes.
Yeah, you right. Hey,
Pansexual, but also asexual.
it's like Eminem. He
He...
spit when he talk. He fuck anything that walks. God damn. That's you know what that I think that is the only acceptable way to describe pansexual people is with that Eminem quote. I spit when I talk. I fuck anything that walks. Like, don't even say you're pansexual. Just recite that bar. Oh, Christ. Dude, but best MGS weapon though, gotta be the banana from Peace Walker.
Nah, the water pistol, dude.
Yeah, the oh, for real. Dude, I'd want to say
No. Listen. No. The best gun has got to be the magazine. It has an infinite capacity. Big Boss can literally
yes,
produce infinite amounts of plastic.
yes. He just shits them out.
They just appear. They never stop. That's some black magic bullshit, man.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah,
then,
dude.
then again, we've seen more ridiculous things in the series, like walking bisexual vampires that are not called vampires because they're vampires. That's because they're bisexual.
Yeah.
So, I
And
mean,
then
anything's possible.
remember how much like weird, unexplainable shit is in Metal Gear Solid 5, and then it's all explained as like, oh well, Venom Snake is schizo because he's got the fucking shrapnel in his head, and it's like, oh,
Got
fuck,
a little
okay.
piece of a rock.
What the fuck, bro? And like, you know what's funny? When I think about like MGS5 and some of the like weird crazy shit, like remember like the big flaming fucking like what was it? Like a big flaming
Bullshit.
whale or some shit
Oh yeah,
after the
yeah.
hospital chapter. You know, when I think about all that crazy shit that was in MGS5, Death Stranding makes a lot more sense. I didn't make that connection till right now.
Yeah,
MGS5 walked so Death Stranding could run.
could run.
Or
Exactly.
walk, I guess. MGS5 walked, so MGS5 crawled so Death Stranding could walk. There we go.
So can Death Stranding 2 run?
Yes.
I wonder how much more crazy shit we'll get in Death Stranding 2. I wanna have some even more fucked up, unexplainable plot so I can question about it all fucking day.
Yeah. I'm gonna specifically, when I finally get to sit down and play Death Stranding 2, I'm gonna specifically make sure I have no drugs in my system because I want to see if the freaky Kojima shit will induce drug-like effects. I do.
I think you need. I think you need to be high on 3 different substances to understand the story.
Probably. Yeah, exactly. On one end, I'm saying, you know what I just said. On the other end, I'm like, dog, I'm gonna smoke 3 bowls. I'm gonna take some fucking magic mushrooms. I'm gonna go to Joey down the street and get half a fucking suspicious Xanax bar and take that and hope I don't die. And then I'm gonna play Death Stranding 2. Because it's the only way you can fucking prepare yourself for that. Wild ass shit.
So,
Actually,
moving to
no, no, no,
recent
no, no,
developments,
no,
or
no, 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 no.
no, 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 no,
The
no.
best MGS weapon, you make for yourself, in Metal Gear Solid 5 when you finally cop the gunsmith, and oh my god, it takes such a fucking long time. Like you get
It's not particularly useful though. I think
What?
it's useful for. I think it's only useful for like a very few weapons, and the gun customization isn't particularly like amazing.
What do
Like
you
you,
mean? It's my favorite feature of the game. It's incredible.
sure, but I mean, when you have mods to like enable all modifications so you can make guns that shouldn't be possible, I guess that would be fun. But the gun customization is, I mean, there is a gun customization, but it's lacking. Yeah, you can
No,
change
no,
a
you.
barrel,
No,
but
no,
it
no, no, no.
doesn't make a difference.
You just don't have the big boss autism. That's why. I have the big boss
Maybe I
autism.
don't.
So playing with guns, I'm like, ooh, and I can give it this barrel and this stock and ooh, and do all Jesus, sorry. And do all this
Yeah,
crazy
but
stuff. I'm like, incredible. 45, huh? And I guess you just don't get it.
I guess that's
you just
true.
don't-
But like the functionality of it all, it's just a different model. Like
That's
as far as I
crazy.
know, there's like only 3 things that actually change, and that is, I guess, in size we can make them
Yeah, I
fucking.
guess you're right. It's
Use
about it's aesthetics, cosmetics, man. It makes me happy.
the fucking suppressor. Usually you have like the suppressor with like 1 bar, and you can usually upgrade that for free for like the 3 bars, or even an infinite suppressor, and also enable yourself a laser. Jesus, laser slash
Dude,
flashlight.
I love the fucking gun customization. That actually does make me a little upset to hear it be called um mid. But you are right. There's really not much you can do as far as I think it really is just
I
a
think
cosmetic
if
thing.
it
And as far as being able to throw the fucking whatever durability silencer you want on whatever gun, I mean, that's kind of justified
it's
for me
overpowered.
as it takes a long time for you to actually get the legendary gunsmith. I think you have to do like 3 side missions. Like the first time you get him, and then he escapes, and then you get him again, and it's like, oh, it's not actually him, it's his
I think
apprentice.
it's more like apprentice. I think it's
Yeah.
like apprentices than the actual guy. I think if the guns had like customizations that are like in Fallout 4, for example, where each mod actually does make a difference in some significant way, yeah, I can see it being very useful. But when you get to the gunsmith, it's very much late into the game as well. Which I mean, I guess it's also a reward for actually going far with the game.
Hmm.
But at that point, I'm pretty sure you're almost done with the story. Are done with the story, or the game. I don't know, just playing FOBs. Which I mean, why would you even do that? Now when at least on PC, like half of the lobbies are filled with cheaters, or the FOBs are exploited because there's a bug where you can place mines in such a way that she cannot pass without breaking something, meaning that uh, the defender could come in and fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
Unless you're a cheater and you just teleport yourself to the end point of the fucking FOB.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FOBs aren't fucking fun to play.
Nah, I didn't even play them at the time.
I used to play them when the game was fresh, and that was an amazing experience. I wish I could low key go back to that
Shit.
2015 2016 version of the game. Well, back when people were actually playing the game, and there weren't a lot of cheaters. At least I don't think so.
Yeah. Especially now, it's
I
so easy.
remember the
It's so easy to
time,
go cheat on an old game, right? Like you're
and
way
people
more
and
likely.
Konami isn't even banning people. They
No,
don't
of course they
care.
don't give a fuck.
But I remember the good times, the freaking good times I had thinking of like there's a subreddit for getting rid of nukes in Metal Gear Solid 5. I remember tryharding to get rid of nukes so much.
Fuck
It
yeah.
was actually fun. It was
Yeah.
very fun, although it was very obnoxious because usually when you go to the bookmark with like nuclear weapons, the FOBs with nukes, there's it usually fails, and if there is a person that has a nuke, it's like a 50-50 chance that it's already being invaded, so you're back
Yeah.
to searching for another one,
Yeah.
which is annoying, but that was fun when you could try to get rid of nukes and feel like, oh, I'm gonna unlock the secret fucking cutscene one day with them people.
Shit.
And it turns out you can just use the trainer to use it or wait for Konami to fuck up its servers.
Yeah. Crazy.
Uh,
Oh, all right. Got any recent W's?
Recent W's. I mean, yesterday, I guess. But overall, I've met up with a friend. I've already told you about him on pod, actually, again in my town now, and we had fun. We had good times. Just chilled around. Didn't really do anything, but we did watch Breaking Bad, the first episode,
Mm.
and I can definitely tell I could be hooked if we're willing to try to watch more of it.
Oh my
So
god, yes,
that
watch more. It's a masterpiece, bro.
I already know like more or less how the story goes from like all the memes, YouTube shorts, and fucking video essays, because I'm the type of person who would fucking watch memes, spoil myself to death about a medium. I think it's medium, about a medium, before actually jumping into an actual game, or
Yeah.
in this case the series. But there's that, and also yesterday I decided I want jobu. I want work for summer, so I went around town and left my resumes at like two places. They accepted them, so I'm hoping I can get a job for the summer.
Mm.
And I guess it's a W because also another thing, I have returned a faulty water bottle because after a year, it screws. Like when I try to screw open the top part, I kind of fail, so it fucks up a little bit. So I was like, hey, can I like return it, do something with it? And I said, yeah, okay, sure, we'll give you a refund. So I got my money back. Yay.
Nice.
Uh, and I guess that's about it, really. There's nothing particularly anything going on with my life other than passing school, finally.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
passing this school year, not school itself. Yeah, that'll be in about a year, not even a year, and there's around 52 weeks in a year as far as I know. So there will be uh Greasy Heaven episode number 45 maybe. I will update you on that when that time comes. But yeah, that's my recent hobbies. What about yours, Dan?
Hmm. Still ain't got shit. Ay.
Any Riz? At least any Riz. Come on.
Yeah, actually, I got like I got a few people in the DMs at the moment, so that's interesting and fun. I did a little bit of rearranging around the house of some shit, and that's just fun. That's like, you know, move some shit around and make it new, and then it's like, oh yay, happy chemicals or something. I don't know.
I get you.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm just existing, right now.
Doing your best.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like life is just like can be really fucking bleak sometimes, and
I get
you
you.
can only spoon feed yourself so much copium of like, oh nah, it's fine, it is what it is. At some point you just gotta buckle down and be like, this fucking sucks, all right, and there's not a lot I can do about that, but I'm just gonna acknowledge that this fucking sucks. I'm not gonna sit here and be
Yeah.
like, oh, the glass is half full, everything's fucking neat and fucking dandy. It is not. But that's alright,
We're doing our best. We're doing our best.
You just gotta wake up in the morning and fuck it, we ball. That is literally the only thing you can do. That's the
I
only
find that
input
that's
you have.
I find that the fuck it we ball mentality is what we actually use here. Actually, I do at least. Just like telling me, hey, we're doing pod today. Fuck you. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, what does this fucking idiot want? Actually, like, Jesus fucking Christ, come on. So,
You'll live.
I guess we're wrapping this up.
Yes. Don't worry, you'll live. This is great for me because I'm gonna be able to be to bed before 5 in the morning. Woo! Unless I make another
Good
coffee and
job.
fucking schizo out, which is a possibility. So we'll see.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you for having me here, Dan. Thank
yes,
you
sir.
for
Yes, sir.
listening to our another weekly dose of greasy bullshit.
Yes. we should
Episode number 14.
we should rename the show. It'd be a more accurate title.
What what do you mean?
To greasy bullshit.
Greasy
Would
bullshit.
be a way better title for the fucking show. Seriously. Oh god. Yes. So thank you. If you're here, if you're hearing my voice say this right now, you've made it to the end of the episode. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed.
And only 1% of my viewers subscribe, so please like and subscribe. Nah, I don't know.
Yes.
What are the statistics? I don't really know, and I don't think I care, really.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I guess I can be like, hey, if you did enjoy, go if you got a second, maybe go leave a like, cause I don't know, when I see one of my videos got a like, it makes me feel nice. So if you have a second and you are interested in making me feel nice, please press the like button.
Please share with all your family,
Yes.
friends, acquaintances,
Send this
strangers,
to everybody,
even to
unsolicited.
your fucking cat.
Unfucking solicited. Stop sending unsolicited pictures of your cock. Send unsolicited greasy heaven links instead.
Send
Or
out of context
greasy
clips.
or greasy Dan clips. Head on over to greasy Dan clips. There is lots of hilarious, funny fucking stuff over there as well.
Truly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna sign off now. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Okay, bye bye. Good